How are you feeling today? Have you got a sore throat? Are you coughing, sneezing? These are all very common symptoms that signal your body is fighting a disease. Your immune system works to protect you from diseases, but when it is weakened, you feel ill. The illness that you feel could be caused by one of two things: bacteria or viruses. Bacteria are organisms with just one cell. They can survive outside the body, but we also have trillions of bacteria living in our bodies. In fact, there are more bacteria than human cells in our bodies. But don't worry, 99% of these bacteria are good for us. They allow us to feel positive emotions, protect us from disease, and help us digest food. Your mouth alone contains more bacteria than there are people on Earth. Unfortunately, there are also bad bacteria that cause illnesses. We can treat these bacterial infections with antibiotics. Viruses are smaller than bacteria. They cannot exist without a host, an animal or plant to live in. That person next to you who's sneezing, she's the host of a virus. So watch out. With each sneeze, she sends you over 100,000 virus cells, travelling at a speed of over 160 kilometers per hour. Once those cells invade your body, you become the host. The virus then changes in order to make more viruses in your body. If you get a virus, you can't treat it with antibiotics. You simply need to wait until your body gets rid of it. Of course, you can protect yourself from viruses, such as the flu, by getting vaccinations, or even just by washing your hands. Over 80% of viruses are spread by touching an infected person or thing, so make sure you take care of yourself and stay healthy.
Pardee Sabati works hard as a scientist and a mathematician. She studies serious illnesses such as Ebola. She uses complex maths to understand how the Ebola virus has been able to change and survive for thousands of years. Working on such serious illnesses can sometimes make Pardee feel sad or depressed. But she deals with these emotions by finding other things to make her feel positive. Music is one of these things, and she sings and plays bass in the band 1,000 Days. Physical activity is also important to Pardee. She often commutes to work on her rollerblades, which helps her relax and prepare for the day.
When chimpanzees want to get some rest, they usually climb up a tree. But they don't choose just any tree. In fact, researcher David Sampson recently discovered that chimpanzees select special trees for their beds. Over 70% of chimpanzees studied sleep in the Ugandan ironwood tree. Chimpanzees know that this type of tree has the strongest wood and the best material for comfortable beds. Scientists like Sampson have a theory that sleeping comfortably is connected with intelligence. They believe that millions of years ago, some of the great apes moved from sleeping in the branches of trees to making their own beds. This meant that they slept better, and over time became more intelligent. So, what does this mean for you? You know sleep makes your brain work better. If you want to pass that difficult test, make sure that you have the most comfortable bed in the house.
The teenage brain. Shaping your future. Being a teenager can be challenging. But it can also be exciting. You're becoming more independent and making decisions for yourself. You are also learning to take risks and solve problems better than you could before. And changes are happening throughout your body, even in your brain. You can't see the changes in your brain, but they're affecting how you develop into an adult. At this time in your life, there is a process going on inside your brain that makes it work faster and more efficiently. Imagine that the structure of your brain is like a big road map. There are lots of roads leading to different destinations. When you were a child, as you learnt new things, your brain created more and more roads leading to different destinations. By the time you become an adolescent, the most important places on the map have many different roads leading to them. Now, your brain's job is to make that map more efficient. It removes the roads that you don't need and works to make the other roads faster. As a result, your experiences as a teenager actually affect the way that your brain develops. If you spend hours playing video games, what skills do you use? You learn to see something with your eyes and respond to it with your hands. As you develop those skills, your brain is making sure that the roads leading to them are especially fast and efficient. So your video game playing could be preparing you for a career such as a fighter pilot or even a surgeon. This is a great time for you to practice new skills and discover what you're good at and what you love doing. Go out and try different activities and stick with them if you think they're useful. Remember that with everything you do, you're shaping your brain for the future.